Hello, black man. This guided journal is being made available to build character, confidence, and define the inner person.
It has been deemed clear that our culture and our past has hindered black men from being open and vulnerable. Hello, black man.
Hello, black man.
Good evening, everybody. How are y'all this evening? I am back again. I am taking over the platform for Hello Black Men. And tonight I have a very special guest, also from Copiah County, more specifically, Crystal Spring. No, seriously, Crystal Springs. That's the Fayette in me to say Crystal Spring because I am from Fayette, Jefferson County. If anybody knows where I am from, you know that that's how we talk. I'm from Fayette. She from Crystal Spring. All right. So I just want to let you guys know that I absolutely think the world of this young lady. When I hosted my first event in Copiah County, she was my caterer. I did not know anybody else. I don't even know how I became acquainted with her, but I contacted her. She was on the money. She did what I needed her to do, and everything was amazing. But I'm going to let her tell you more about herself. I just want to point out a few things from her bio that she submitted to me. First and foremost, she is single, okay? Single with no kids, okay? Y'all tap into that. Single with no kids, that's a rarity. I know a lot of people that's single with no kids, but she is one of those people who will add value to your life. I'm just letting y'all know. I'm just letting y'all know before I bring her on how amazing she is. She's beautiful, she's talented, she's funny, she's smart, she's all the things that a man could want. I was going to say or a woman because we in 2021. But I don't know her preference though. Like, don't be out there inboxing her, ladies. I'm just saying she's an amazing person. And okay, nope, let's go back. She's a former praise leader. She's a lover of all things family, God, food, family, God, food. I want to put food at the hierarchy right under God because I love food. She loves food. We love food. Food is so important in life. So without further ado, I want to bring on my guest tonight, the one, the only, the amazing Michelle Harris.
Hey, how are you?
Child, I am here.
Well, you look beautiful.
Well. It is so good to see you. And as always, you just exude this vibrance and this glow, and I just love to be in your presence. I think that you are an amazing person.
Oh,
So
thank you.
You're welcome. You be pulling out. Look, when I stroll through my social media and I see pictures of you, I just be stopping. I just be like, this girl's so pretty. I don't even know if she know how pretty she is.
Don't do that.
I be like, hey, baby, look at Shell.
Don't you do that.
Look at her.
I just clean up well. That's it.
No, you are a beautiful person inside and out, and I have witnessed it on so many levels. And like I said, I don't even know how I encountered you. I don't even know how I became acquainted with you.
Cause seemed like we was friends on social media before I met Kania, so I know that couldn't have been it.
No, I knew you. I mean, I've known Kania all my life because we're from
Yeah.
Fayette, but I didn't know that you guys were acquainted until very much after, you had catered the event for me and everything. So I don't know. I guess
we met through work.
Yes, it's the Copiah connection. That's all that
yes.
is. The Crystal Spring thing. So I want you to personally tell my guests, tell the world who you are, tell them about you, the things that you want them to know about you.
Okay, my name is Michelle Harris. I am 39 years old. I am a full-time caregiver and caterer / chef. For a long time, it took me a minute to accept the fact that I could possibly be a chef and not just a home cook because it comes with so much and so many titles and so much experience. But in order for me to get to that point, I got to see it before I get there. So I'm a chef and I'm going to call myself that boldly.
Darn good one too. Let me
listen, you hear me? And so, and that's about it. I love life. I love people. I love to see people and make people happy. I like meeting people. A lot of people shy away from people, but one thing about me, I never, ever, ever meet a stranger. So
It's that countryside of it. It's like, let me ask you this. Are you an extrovert or introvert?
You know what? I'm an extrovert, but I'm gonna be honest with you. Sometimes the older I get, I find myself being introverted. And I think it's because I like I said, I love people so much. I'm an empath, so I feel things so heavily, like
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to people. And I remember, let me tell you this. I remember when I was working in banking, one of my coworkers told me, she said, Shell, you don't even take time to feel people out. She
Mm-hmm.
said, you just go in head first, and that's
Mm-hmm.
how you end up getting hurt. She
Mm-hmm.
flat out told me that at work one day. She was like, you got to wait and just watch and just kind of
Mm-hmm.
see, because everybody does not have the intentions that you have. And
Mm-hmm.
so
This is true.
I think that kind of pulls me into the introverted stage. But
Gotcha.
naturally, I'm an extrovert.
Right, right. So, on that note, I want to ask you a follow-up question. Do you think that because you've been so open in the past that that's why you're single, maybe? No? Yes?
Oh, girl, that
I'm just
bitch, I ain't
asking.
put you up to this.
He did not.
This is too
Listen.
good. Ain't no way, no. Had to be. I ain't gonna even put it on no man and say it had to be a man that told you that,
No, I'm just
girl.
asking based on what you said, because I know as women we're very feet first. I want this man and I'm going to get him and I'm going to make him love me. And people are so angry when women chase, or when women are in a situation where they see something and they want it and they follow with it. But like, I know that me myself, I'm like that. Like, I give everybody the benefit of the doubt. No matter
A
how many times
chance.
they hurt me, no matter how many times they do things that I don't like, I be like, I'm just gonna give them another try. So like, I
Mm.
just wanted to know, like, do you feel as if in your dating life, because you have been so receptive and so open, that's why are like right now, like, do you want
I
a
knew
mate?
exactly what you meant, but girl, when I tell you that's deep, I have never thought about it that way. And it could be because I'm an open book and I don't leave a whole lot to physically, I leave a whole lot to the imagination. Of course, I
Right,
got this shirt on up to
right,
my
right,
neck.
exactly.
However, in my personality, I leave nothing to the
Right,
imagination.
right.
I'm pretty open. I'm pretty much an open book when it comes to that. Now I will tell you this: growing up, I was extremely shy.
Mhm.
Nobody ever believes that when I tell them that. It was a problem for me to walk into a crowded room. But if I walk into a crowded room now, oh, I'm commanding the whole room. Yes.
And what something
And
that's
it took me a
funny.
long time to get there, Kalisha.
That's funny that you say that, because people don't know now. I am very introverted. I turn on the extrovert for business, but I don't like crowds. I don't like being around people. I prefer my solitude. I really do. But like, I know that in order for me to progress in life, in order for me to get places, I have kids. I'm like, shit, I got lots of kids. So I know that I need to be places and I need to connect with people. And the only way to do that is to get out and to show myself and make myself available. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So like,
But you
I'm
know
very
what? A
shy.
lot of times when you find people that are like that, they are introverts.
Mm-hmm.
You find
Yeah.
people who's bubbly and all of that when it comes to business, and I've seen it so many times. People are on social media and they're so funny. Oh, baby, they can make you laugh, but when you
Mhm.
meet them in person, it's like a sore thumb,
Right. Like,
like a
who are
stick in the
you?
mud. Like seriously, and I'm like, is this the same
Like, you
person? Like,
are not the same person. And social media has allowed us that opportunity, though, because most people who are on social media, another thing people probably don't know about me, I'm super ratchet.
oh,
But
we all got a little bit of that.
like, I don't show that side. I be wanting to cuss people out on social media sometimes. And I was like, you can't do that.
You know what?
This is a public
People
platform.
say what I think.
I know. I be like, and I like it. I be
Because
like,
I a lot of
amen.
times I want to, you know how you don't want to offend?
Uh-huh.
So I don't want to offend, but it's like when somebody else say it, I'm like, oh, they said what I've been thinking this
Woo!
whole time.
I be
You
like,
probably
thank
wouldn't even think
God.
I've been thinking it, but I'm
I
telling
be
you,
like, I'm
when
with you,
I read
Shell.
it,
I'm
I'm like,
with
oh, they
you.
done read they been in my house
I'm
on
with
my
you.
lane.
I'm with you when you're right, girl. Because I be like, oh, girl, get out them people business.
All in our business. You hear me?
Okay, let's go there for a second. We're gonna get into this Hello Black Woman journal. But
This is
social
good.
media, how do you feel about social media? Do you feel like it has sensitized people a lot, or do you feel like people have just become themselves? Like, how do you feel like social
I
media
think
has
social
changed?
media has sensitized people to a certain extent. I think it can only do it as much as you allow it. But
Mm-hmm.
the thing is, we live in a society and in a world now where how many followers we have, how many likes we get, that's more important than our character,
Yes.
who we are outside of social media. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
not saying that nobody is perfect, because none of us are. We all fall
Right.
short, we all make mistakes, we all have things that we can work on. But I think social media has led people to believe that it's like it allows people to live a like in the
Fairy
shadow of
tale.
somebody else, in a sense.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's true. That's true.
Like it's just, I don't really know how to explain it. It can be good and it can be bad. And I think mental breaks and all of that is necessary when it comes to social media. It is, because you have people who will sit and they're great, they're amazing, they're powerful, but they're
Mm-hmm.
looking at somebody else,
Mm-hmm.
what that other person have versus what
Mm-hmm.
they have, and they looking
Mm-hmm.
at that person thinking that person got it all together. That's just like if somebody posts a picture with their mate or their spouse. You don't know, they could be going home getting beat at night, but they're on social media smiling.
Exactly.
So it causes us to kind of sit and look and, oh, I want what they have, or oh, why can't I find a man, or oh, why, when I'm gonna meet the love of my life, and all this kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, we don't know what that person went through to get to where they are, and we
That's
don't even know
facts.
what they're still going through.
That's facts. That's facts. Everybody's story is so different. And everybody wants to have an opinion on everybody's story. And when you put your stories on social media, you give them access to that. And I feel like a lot of people be like, well, that's not our business. Well, if it's on social media, it kind of is. That's my
That's
opinion.
true.
Like, I have the right to weigh in on this if it's on
Yep,
social media. If
that's
it's in
true.
your house, that's something different. But if it's out here, it is what it is. But okay.
Exactly.
So my first question in response to also what you said, how is your mental health?
How is my mental health,
Yes,
girl?
we are a company based in mental health. We are all
That's
about
good,
transparency,
Kalisha.
communication, and breaking down, barriers and stuff. You don't have to share a whole lot, but
I'm gonna
still.
be honest with you. I like hard questions
Mm-hmm.
because I ask hard questions.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why when you ask me the question about the man,
Mm-hmm.
is it because I live my life like open or
Mm-hmm.
whatever, or because I'm an open book in my personality? That's why I reacted the way that I did, because I'm like, wow, she asking something that I think, that was good. And so as far as my mental health, I feel like my mental health is as good as I allow it to be. The
Okay.
moment that I get idle, the moment that I go to scrolling, the moment that I compare who I am in real life to who people see me as on social media, the
Mm-hmm.
moment I go to doing all of that, those are the moments when I get to feeling inadequate. Those are the moments when I get to comparing myself. That goes, those are the moments that affects my mental health. Just on a day-to-day basis, I think my mental health is fine. But I will say this now. I was diagnosed with anxiety in 2019.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the episode just came out of nowhere. It was right after I lost my job. I had started transitioning into cooking full time, doing that or whatever. And so it was just a lot, because I was pretty much doing everything, holding a lot of titles. I tell people, and it's, I guess people can say that it's by choice or whatever, but it's not. I just feel like I want to work my way up to that point, but I pretty much do everything myself.
Mm-hmm.
I have literally went and set up for a party or gathering for 75 people by myself, after I
Mm-hmm.
cook the food, after I
Mm-hmm.
grocery shop,
Mm-hmm.
after all of that. So I feel like a lot of that started messing with my mental, because even at that time when I lost my job, I was doing it 7 days a week.
Right.
And so I had to cut back so that I could kind of get myself to a place. And I feel like whatever it is as far as that goes, I feel like mine is high functioning. I
Mm-hmm.
feel like it doesn't affect me to the point that I can't operate, or that I
Right.
can't do what I need to do on a day-to-day basis. But
Right.
I think to a certain degree, we all suffer with mental health issues.
Oh, yes, absolutely. And that's like an
Because
important question.
I don't care how confident you are, it's something that you're insecure about.
Oh,
I don't
yes.
care if it's thinking your man don't like the way your hair is, or
Preach.
thinking your man don't like your toes, or not just about a man. Think even you, when you look in the mirror, feeling like, oh, well, you know, I want to look like this, or I want this. Like you have a nice figure, but you know how many people got your figure want to lose weight?
Right.
And I'm looking like, girl,
Right.
if you don't go eat some chips and cookies and pies.
Child, don't tell me that, because I want some right now. This shirt barely fitting me. Listen, so let me tell you what's really funny about what you said. I have severe anxiety. I got divorced back in 2012.
Wow.
I think that's right. And it triggered an anxiety in me. I lost over 40 pounds, and I didn't weigh but a buck 20 at that time.
I know.
But it was like I had such an anxiety just about rejection and not being loved and not having to follow for my kids and being a statistic. And it has carried on, you know, for the past however many years. It's been almost 10 years. And there are days when I can't function. There are days when I get up and I can't do what I need to do. Like, for example, yesterday, I think it was yesterday, yes, because my son had somewhere. So Jamie and I did a show on Tuesday night. And I have such an anxiety about validation and about doing right and doing what's supposed to be done and looking a certain way for my children and my children being in a certain way. I literally threw up the entire morning.
Wow.
And that's how severe my anxiety is. And a lot of people don't know it. I've addressed it on social media, but you know, everybody faces struggles. And I think that's why that's such an important question, because I want to know, I want to know how your mental health is and how I can be an asset to help you through things that you may be going through. Because
girl, that's what makes you so amazing. Like
from the outside looking in, you're amazing.
And I'm not trying to shift the focus of the show. And if I'm out of line, you just tell me, look, Shell.
No, we're here to talk. We girl chatting.
Yes. I met Jamie, and I don't even know if Jamie remembered this, when I was working at the bank. He came in there one day. When I tell you, didn't know nothing, I still don't know nothing personal about either of you guys. I don't care about nothing personal. That does not even matter to me.
Right.
But you know how when you see two people together or two people come together and it's something you've been waiting on, like, oh, wow. Because people don't know who you connect yourself to. It can add so much value to your life. Who you are, who you become, how you operate, how you raise your children, whatever the case may be, how you are in your career.
That's true.
You can bring out of some people what other people cannot bring out of them. And I know sometimes you may be like, and I may throw something out there random or make a little comment, but girl, please understand where I'm coming from. I had this same conversation with Kania the night when we left the you know what I'm talking about.
Thing, the filmmakers thing.
Yes. I had this exact same conversation. I'm like, girl. So, like I said, if I'm out of order, I'm sorry, but I had to get that off my chest.
You're okay. You're okay. You're absolutely okay. And the reason why you're okay is because I understand where you're coming from, because I was married. I was in a whole marriage. And I gave no less to my ex-husband than I give to my present mate. I fed into him. I tried to push him. And when we got divorced, I asked him, I said, listen, I want to know something from you. Why is it that you chose not to move forward despite how I pushed you? And he told me matter of factly, because I didn't want to. It didn't have anything to do with you. It was a personal
It ain't got nothing
matter.
to do with you, babe.
It was like, because I felt terrible. I'm like, why can't I push you to where I need you to be? It ain't got nothing to do with you. He said, I can't do anything that I'm not ready to do. So
when God link you with that right person, it's not going to be a struggle.
It's not. That's true. That's so true. It's not. And it amazes me every day, because I didn't expect to be in a relationship where it's not a struggle. I always expected there to be a struggle, because I've always seen struggle. Every relationship I've ever seen has been struggle. Don't get me wrong. I'm not in a perfect relationship, but we balance each other out so well that you can't even tell that there is a struggle most days. So I'm thankful and appreciative for that. All right. We've been in here 20 minutes. We're going to get to some questions out of this.
I'm enjoying this, girl.
I know it's fun. You're fun. You're amazing. So listen, I told you 4 numbers between 1 and 52. So let's start with your first number between 1 and 52.
7.
7. Lucky number 7. All right, I'm going to ask you a question out of the Hello Black Woman.
Lord, let it be.
This is a good question. I read it right quick. So it says, "Hello, Black woman. What's the most uncharacteristic thing you've ever done to impress someone?"
What's the most Ooh, girl. I'm such a square. My friend, girl, we ain't even gonna go there. We are not gonna go there.
You want to go to your next number?
Girl, yes.
Pass. Give me your next number.
Let me tell you this real quick. My friend had a birthday gathering, and we were playing this like question game, like question card game. Mm-hmm. Everybody had checked off everything on the list but me. What? Now, let me say this. I ain't no perfect Patty either.
Right.
However, I'm like, well, dog, I need to go relive or something.
Look, it's like one of those things where you see on Facebook, and it's like how many dollars you get if you've had a threesome, if you've done this, if you've done
that.
And
I have about $2. No. I have at least about 5, but I'm like, girl,
believe it or not, I'm right there with you.
Oh my God. This is too funny.
I got married when I was 17. So if you could just think about the experiences that I missed from my young adulthood, I'm right there with you. I'm like, what?
And I will say this, since you're saying that, it's crazy because I can't really, I guess in a sense, I can't really think of anything. And the reason for that as well is because it's always, let me tell you, you know that saying, we ignore the ones who adore us and we adore the ones who ignore us. 9 times out of 10, if you like me, I probably don't like you.
Oh,
and the ones that don't, then them the ones you be like, so hey, the ones that like me, I ain't really have to do nothing for. But you know, the ones that per se I like, right? You know, I can't just say I ain't go out my way to do nothing, but just be myself. Right. I mean, I didn't know nothing else to do. Exactly. I ain't jump over, girl. No, I did.
So that's funny. Let's switch gears for a minute about that, because I am in arms about this Toby and Fate situation. Have you heard the story? Have you seen
the who now?
Toby and Fate. Do you know? Oh, see, we can't even talk about it then. We're gonna move on.
Who is that?
It's a rapper. And
girl, you know what I'm gonna do when we get off here. Go on Google. I'm gonna find out.
No, I'm gonna send you the story. And so the next time we come on, we're gonna be able to talk about it.
Okay.
But look, I'm gonna just give you a tidbit. So the gist of the story is she liked him. He didn't like her, right? He did not like her. He was adamant about the fact, and he says it very matter-of-factly, I did not like you. Like, he tells this in a story when they're talking. And so people are upset because he didn't like her. But like, she kind of positioned herself in his life to be his friend until all of a sudden he decided, you know what? This girl's here. She's loyal. She's consistent. I think I want to be with her.
He grew on her.
Right. He did, you know, and a lot of people's situations, they're talking about, oh, I wouldn't have been that person. I would have just went on. She's not saying that she sat around and waited for him. She's saying that she made sure that she was around. She had her own stuff going on. She had her dudes, and they were just
stayed true to who she was. She didn't have to change who she was because he didn't like her.
Girl, I'm gonna have to send you the story so you can tell me your own input on it. Okay, we'll talk about it.
I will tell you this: the guy that I dated, the guy that I actually dated recently, well, we've been broke up a year now. Mm-hmm. He pursued me like for over a year. Mm-hmm. So I can relate to that because I did not like him. Mm-hmm. We went out on a date and I just did not like him. Like, he was nice looking. He treated me nice. Mm-hmm. Everything. I and my friends kept saying, well, what is it about him that you don't like? I can't tell you. I just did not like him.
It was just something about his spirit, something that you could not relate to. And that's
okay. We ended up dating. Like, he was, girl. Yeah. But anyway, so, we ended up dating.
Why did y'all break up?
It's breaking up.
And I said, why did y'all break up?
Oh, that's funny. I actually broke up with him. Okay. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. He still reached out like a lot after we broke up. The only thing that stopped him from reaching out now is because I blocked him on social media, because I had already blocked his number. So
Mm-hmm.
on social media, he felt comfortable inboxing me all the time, and I
Mm-hmm.
just was over it.
Right.
So I would talk to him a couple of times, a few times here and there, or I would ignore him and wouldn't say nothing. And then finally, after he keep going on and on, I would say something. I would message him back or whatever. But girl, I
Mm-hmm.
just ended up blocking him because I just wasn't trying to go back.
Interesting point. So that leads me to something about rejection. Okay. So in its totality, you rejected him, right? Do you feel like as women, we are more prone to, or more adjustable to rejection than men are? And also, do you feel like saying no sometimes is something that you don't want to do for any particular reason?
When you say more adjustable,
Like with the situation with, I was just telling you about the girl who chased the guy. So just say
right?
for instance, you see a guy, you like him, you want to be with him, and you approach him and you're like, hey, I like you. Like, do you want to hook up? And he's like, nah, I really don't want to hook up with you. Do you think that as a woman we are more bounce backable? That's probably not a word, but do you think
Oh,
we are
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
you think
For
we're
men, it's
okay
an
with
ego
it?
thing. It's an
Uh-huh.
ego thing for them. For
Hmm.
us, um, I mean, we take our losses and we keep on moving. Like it's just like, well, I can't say what I was thinking because even like when a woman goes through heartbreak,
Uh-huh.
it takes us longer to get over it.
Hmm.
I think men, they hurt as well, but
Hmm.
they cope differently. They'll
Hmm.
get with another woman, and me and us on the other hand, we have to take time to heal.
Some of us.
What that lady said on that movie, the only way to get over one man is to get under a new one. What movie was
I
that?
swear, I just saw that. I
I
literally
can't
just
remember, but
saw that. Oh my
yeah.
god! I'm gonna have to get it and put
Was
it in
it
the
Kim
comments.
Whitley? What was her name? What's her name?
I don't know, but I literally just heard that. Like before we even got on here, I was scrolling through like Instagram or something. And I heard
She
them
said
say
that's the only way, and I ain't gonna lie, it helps.
it does temporarily, temporarily. Like
Unless
but
you
it
unless you
gets
run into
old.
somebody that ain't hitting on nothing.
It gets
If you
old.
run
It
into
gets old
somebody that's,
fast. Share, listen, girl talk. The size matter.
girl, are you you really gonna ask?
Girl talk. We talking girl
Are
talk.
you serious?
I'm saying, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
I'm
Doesn't
pleading
matter.
the fifth. I'm
All
gonna plead
right,
the fifth
moving
on that.
on. Next number.
Kalisha,
We having girl talk.
can
I
I
will
text you
come.
my answer?
Yes, you most certainly can text me your answer. Listen,
I don't know who watching, girl.
I just wanted to know how transparent you was gonna be, girl. I just was trying to see.
um,
Next number.
can you see who all on here?
I cannot.
Me
I,
neither.
I can't see who on here. Don't worry about
I'll
it.
text you.
I was like, we'll talk about that later.
We'll talk. We'll have that girl talk one on one without an
Okay.
audience.
Okay, we'll do that girls' night. Okay, so next number. Tell me what's your next number.
Um, 12.
12. All right, you only get one pass. Now this question here, you gotta answer. I don't
Oh
care what
my
it is.
jeez. Oh, that was the other question was a pass.
You passed it. You didn't tell me about no uncharacteristic thing you had done.
Oh, I thought you was talking about the one you just asked.
No, I'm talking about the question
I was
from the
like, okay,
journal.
it's the one word answer I got to answer.
Okay, this may be a good, may not be a good. It all depends on how you are and how you feel. So number 12 says, hello, Black woman. Describe your current relationship with your family. Describe the person you trust the most.
My current relationship with my family is good. I don't
Good.
really, I don't think, like I said, even as early as far as relationships, it's no perfect family.
Mm-hmm.
But as much as I can avoid issues and drama and mess and all of that kind of stuff, I don't deal with that period. I talk to who I trust.
Mm-hmm.
I vent to who I trust about whatever issues I got going on. But all of that extra stuff, I don't deal in that period.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I would say I have a pretty good relationship with my family. Extended family, close knit family, friends, family. I try to let it be just as much as it,
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna say something else now. When it comes to my family, I'm very outspoken. I
Okay.
try to reserve that when it comes to, I don't do that with my friends and my family. I'm very outspoken. I'm very open. I'm very transparent. One of my friends told me one time, and I don't even know if she watching, but nobody knows who I'm talking about. But she said, "You're harder on me than any friend I have."
Mm-hmm.
And I am that hard friend because I love hard. And do I make mistakes and fall short? Are there things that I can do better? It is.
Mm-hmm.
All of us. But at the
Right.
end of the day, I want to see my friends do better. Period.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Period.
care if it's something simple as knowing how to talk and respond to somebody. That
Mm-hmm.
goes to me too. That goes for
Mm-hmm.
me as well. I
Right.
want to see all of them do better. Like as much as we can all do better overall,
Mm-hmm.
that's what I want. So even with my family, I don't sugarcoat nothing. I'm talking about with the ones that's older than me. I'm still very upfront.
Right.
I
Right.
always have been.
Right.
But now that I'm older, my delivery is a little better. Because sometimes, when you're young, your delivery be off.
Oh,
And I
girl,
remember
tell
one
me
time,
about it.
one of my uncles, and this is so funny, girl. My grandmama, it ain't funny. It's funny now, but it wasn't funny then. My my grandmother was in ICU for a long time before she passed. Now,
Mm-hmm.
mind you, she died in 2004, so that tells you how long ago this is been.
Right.
She was in ICU, when she kind of started to get sick. She started out with pneumonia, but anyway, long story short, I can remember one of my uncles. We would all be at the hospital every day. When I would get out of school, I would go straight to the hospital. My uncle asked me one day, uh, why you can't stay up here with your grandma? Mind you, I was in school, in college, and I was working. Not
Right.
that I couldn't.
Mm-hmm.
I said, pray for me. I
Okay.
said, why your wife can't stay? She don't work.
You better say that.
Now, would I say something like that now? No. So I'm not gonna even take that as just something that I should have said. But back then,
Mm-hmm.
I ain't care if your feelings got
No.
hurt.
Listen, I'm
See,
here
that's the
for
side of Shell that social media don't know.
it. Listen, I know her in me. Because I'm the same way.
Right.
Like, listen, there are days, even in my relationship, like I tell Jamie all the time, you lucky you got this version of me. Because
You lucky what now?
he got this version of me. Because the young
Not
me,
the girl.
the
Listen,
young me would have been toe to toe with you. The young me would have fucked
baby,
you.
life will
It
humble
changes
you.
you. It does. It does. My son is almost a senior. My oldest son is almost a senior. And girl, he don't even understand how much I have grown with him as a child because I be
Wow.
wanting to knock him out some days, and I be like, "Mommy loves you.
Look, you have to say woosah.
Woo! Mommy not gonna cuss you out today, but
You have to say, girl,
5 years ago, Mommy
I
would have put
have to
some
thank
hands on
God.
you." And another thing with children, I don't wish girls on nobody. I'm just saying.
Are you serious?
Ooh.
Is it? Let me ask you this because they say, okay, most people say it's hard raising boys, but I'm gonna ask you this: is it because of their mouth with the girls, the mouth,
So
sassiness, and
it's I think Cheryl really is the generation. We're in a generation where they don't have the same tact that we had. They don't have the same hide what we doing. My girl is straight up front in my face. This what I'm doing. What you gonna do about it? And then I'll be having to fight her.
look, you have to box a little bit.
I had to buy
Put
her
your
a
Mike
biggie.
Tyson on
I
her.
be had to buy her a biggie because she don't be understanding. Like she wants to go toe to toe with me about everything, every and anything. Like she wants to challenge me. She wants to know why I don't like this. For example, I was raised in a very conservative household. I didn't get my first crop top till I was 32 years old, and this is not even a lie.
Tell me about it.
This is honest God truth. So there are just certain things and values that I try to instill in her. She don't understand it. Well, why do I have to not wear a crop top because you didn't wear a crop top? And I'm like, when you get your money and you get your job, you
You
buy
buy
what
what you
you want to
want.
buy. But right now, with my money, you ain't finna buy and you ain't finna wear it. Girl, she'll understand this.
It's a guy on TikTok. He always do children in the 80s, 90s, and 2000. When I say the accuracy, baby,
Woo, I gotta
I
find
sent that
him.
to my cousin because she got 3 grandchildren and she got 3 children. I said, this is so and so, this is so and so, and this is so and so. She said,
Woo,
Shell, you are accurate. You own it. Because when I
baby.
said you, baby, they cut from a different cloth now. These
A
children, they don't care
whole
about a
different class.
thing.
Nothing. Do you hear me? And my son, like I said, he's about to be a senior this upcoming year. He is probably my most reserved child. Like he's very respectful in my face.
Wow.
I know he's sneaky as all get out, but in my face, he's like, "Yes, mama, I love you, mama. I do this, mama." My daughter, like, "Girl, I don't care nothing about you."
She be
And I
ready to
have a
box, don't she?
I have a little son. He's 7, and he just kind of he don't care nothing. He don't care about nothing. He just want to watch his YouTube videos and do what he needs to do.
Can I ask you something? Am I
Yeah,
allowed to ask a question?
absolutely. This is a
So,
conversation.
based off of what you just said concerning your children,
Mm-hmm.
do you feel that they're like that? I'm gonna speak in terms of your daughter. Do you
Uh-huh.
feel that she's like that because you didn't want to be as hard on your children as maybe your parents were on you? I find that with a lot of parents. They
Not at
don't
all.
want to, whatever they didn't like growing up, they don't
Uh-huh.
want to inflict that on their children.
No, she's like that because I am the same way that my parents were on me. She wants to change my mind as to why I need to be different. That's how she is because I'm a disciplinarian. I beat butt. I discipline to the highest extent. So she feels like she's the type that'll come and ask me, "Well, how did you feel when your parents did this to you?" Like that's the type of
No.
person she is. Yes, girl. We got an Instagram video that you gotta go
Is
check
she
out
a
because
younger you, Kalisha?
she is definitely, and that's why she gets a lot of leeway because I see a lot of me in her. She's one of those, I ain't taking no
They
crap out
say
of
you get it
nobody.
worse when you have
I
children.
be calling my mama like, "Mama, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, mama. I didn't mean to act like that, trying to, thwart this, but it don't be working because she come the next day with something even worse than she did the day before." She's like, "Oh, we didn't." All the three of us, the four of us, all three of my kids at the live last night. She on the live asking me, "Have you ever been with a woman?"
Your daughter?
Yeah,
Girl, get out of here.
that's the kind of stuff that she does because
Oh, wow.
she just, like I said, she challenges me at every angle, and I'm just like, I'm looking at her like, "Girl, you should have put
You
your
probably find
face."
yourself laughing at her too.
Girl, I don't.
You ain't gotta admit it, Kalisha.
I be ready to fight her. She make me mad.
You be like, where
Girl.
this child come from?
She's like, she asked me too on the live. Go watch it, girl. This is on the live. She's like, "So do you have a problem talking about sex with us?" And I'm just looking at her like, "No, I don't have a problem talking about sex. What you want to know about sex? What is it that you want to know?" Now I gotta be all in her face, like, "Girl,
I can't wait till I get ready to see you some stuff. I got some responses to this conversation. But I need to send it to you personally.
Baby, go watch it live so I can point. So you can see why when you see me at the hospital, like I had to knock her out. You understand what happened, okay?
I bail you out. Look, since you're doing it for a good cause.
Somebody better have my bail money together. All right, so I have some random questions to ask you. We are literally almost at 40 minutes, which is amazing. We have talked and it has been so much fun. I normally try to wrap up between 45 minutes and an hour. We're going to ask these final few questions and we'll decide where we're going to go from here, okay?
Okay.
All right, so my next question is, what makes you feel inspired or like your best self?
What makes me feel inspired or like my best self? I'm going to be honest with you. My inspiration comes truthfully from seeing other people succeed.
Mm-hmm.
You know how you have those people that they feel some type of way when somebody else is doing good or when somebody else is doing better than them or whatever the case. I am just not that girl.
Mm-hmm.
I am happy if you get $1 million and I don't have a dime in my pocket. I can promise you one thing. I'm going to be happy for you because I always tell people, and I hope I'm not off subject with responding to this
No,
question.
please go ahead.
I always tell people until you can be happy for somebody else, you will never reach your fullest potential. You got to be able to be happy for people when you don't have what they have.
Mm-hmm.
That's when God can bless you the most.
Amen.
But if you're that, person that feels, some type of way, or they shouldn't have it. It's kind of like, even if you see a couple and they're happy, like, you still gonna always have negative Nancy's. Like,
Woo.
they
Period. That's how they are. That's how people
oh,
are.
they gonna find something wrong with how that man loving that woman, or how that woman loving that man. Like, it's still gonna be.
Why they on social media with it? Why they gotta bring it over here for us to look at it? Because we want you to see it. Okay.
Hello.
That is funny, Cheryl. That is funny, but that's good, you know. And I do feel like not only are you inspired, but you are very inspiring. Like, I be sure you have me in the kitchen trying to cook. That's all I'm saying. The other night when we did the podcast, you were the first person who named Jamie called, and I was like, well, I had tried to cook something like her too. You know, you ain't like that.
I gotta go. I'm gonna tell you, I gotta go back and listen to that. I felt so bad because I missed it.
It's okay.
But
it's
is
okay.
it is it can be replayed, can it? Can
Yeah, it can be replayed on any of our platforms. Also, like on Spotify or Apple Music or any of those.
Got you.
It's like, you know, I don't even know what the question was. And he was like, Shell, you know, she got a kitchen.
I remember that time when you messaged me and you said, girl, you ate the seafood cold.
I did.
You remember that?
Baby, I did. Shell, let me tell you, and I crave it. You don't understand how I need you to be closer to me. Because the wings that you posted yesterday, I was like, I'm finna punch her off.
When I tell you that was bomb, girl, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna just gonna be real. I'm a big girl, but like most of that sweet stuff that I post, I don't eat that stuff. I taste it. I do it to experiment, to get recipes, to see where I want to go, how far I can go, what I can do, what it's gonna taste like without me looking at somebody else's recipe, all that kind of stuff. I kid you not. But I'll take, even if I just say, like, if I do like the 2 waffles, I'll just taste the corner. My mom be like, girl, you throwing that. She literally, because especially when I was like, couldn't move. Thank God I can walk. But I could barely move for like, I know, probably about 2 weeks, girl. Like,
wow, I hate that.
Girl,
that's
and I'm not gonna lie, it's still a challenge, but it's not nearly as bad. I drove for the first time a couple of days ago. Cool. It was painful, but I was able to drive because it had been about a month since I drove.
Gotcha. Well, I want you to know, like, in all sincerity, if there's anything that I can do for you, please do not hesitate to ask.
It's so sweet.
More than welcome to come, you know, in exchange for some food later on.
Girl, Kalisha.
Them waffles, them Fruit Loop waffles, girl. I've been thinking about them waffles. Like,
you know, I feel like people be talking about me, like, this girl posting all this sugar.
No, baby. But listen, and I am not a sweet eater by far. I do not like sweets. I crave salt. Salt is my go-to thing.
You crave what now?
Salt, like potato chips. And
okay.
So I don't like honey buns and stuff like that. But it's something about those waffles. I'm just thinking about the texture of the Fruit Loops and the waffles. I'm like, they got to be fine.
Girl, they was bomb. I ain't gonna lie.
All I'm trying to say is I need to get big because I want Shell to be my personal chef. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, I love it. Girl, I like the sound of that.
I need you bad. Like,
I love the sound of that.
We gonna get this popping. We gonna both be big. Do you understand me? We claim.
Do you hear me?
We claim it in the name
Kalisha,
of the Lord.
You to me, I'm gonna just gonna kick it to the real with you. To me, you already big. In
big
my
up.
eyes, you already. Let me just go on and be real. Let me just go on toot your horn for a minute because I'm good.
Girl, you just wait. You just wait because I'm gonna put you in front of some people too, and we both gonna be just as big. We're gonna be out here. Do you understand me? All right. Okay.
Because when I say you popping.
And I'm over here just got done crying because I didn't want to do this.
You go hard, girl. People don't understand. When you see somebody that go hard for everybody, it don't matter who they is, whether they know them or not. I'm inspired by stuff like this.
That's true.
People say that about me, but they don't know the people that inspire me to be how I am. Because sometimes I can close up and close my hand. I'm a giver by nature. Like I will give and give and give and give and give. It's just who I am. But sometimes people just make you want to close your hand up. But it's people like you that motivate me to just not be who the world make me feel like I should be.
Right.
You know, because sometimes you be wanting to.
I understand.
You know that song, Lucky If You Buck?
Hey.
That part.
Listen, I know that feeling because it's something, like I said, that me and Jamie go through all the time, just about having support, knowing who supports. And I'm just the type of person that I'm going to support regardless. I don't care if you never share anything I do. I don't care if you ever like a post of mine. If I see something and I feel like you're doing a good job, I'm sharing it. I don't even care. Like, go support these people. And you know, I've gotten so much flack about the Jackson State Alcorn thing. That's the most recent thing. I don't care if Jackson State hates Alcorn. I'm proud because these are young Black men, whether we want to acknowledge it or not.
That's
I want to
it.
see them succeed. I want to see them succeed to the highest heights, regardless of what school they chose. It's not their fault they had to go to Jackson State. That's all I'm saying.
Listen. I'm not gonna play with you.
So much, you know, like, no, we're not gonna support them. I'm like, grow up. Y'all gotta grow
Child,
up.
these are, look, when you see a child and they ain't out there in the street killing and stealing and robbing and all that kind of stuff, you have to commend them. I don't care if they in the house playing with their video game. They ain't, you know where they at.
Exactly. A lot of my support though also comes from the fact that my son has been looking at Jackson State. So, you know, I gotta be like,
he been looking at what now?
Jackson State.
Oh yeah, okay.
Like,
so you went to Alcorn.
I did. I'm an Alcorn.
My best friend went to Alcorn.
I am an Alcorn by the greatest definition of it. I was born and raised less than 20 miles from the campus. So like my entire family went there. So it's like I live, eat, breathe, and sleep Alcorn.
So it's Jamie Jackson State or he?
He's an Alcornite too.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yes. We both went
match made in heaven.
Well, let me tell you, if he was not an Alcornite, we probably wouldn't be together.
Don't do that.
If he was from Jackson State, we definitely would not be together.
You will learn to love that man just like you love your child is about to go to Jackson State.
You know what? If he decides to go to Jackson State, I consider.
And you finna be the mama in the stand screaming and hollering because
your
child done.
Shut up. You shut your face right now. Because I'm gonna have on a purple and gold Jackson State.
You got me on here cutting up, Kalisha.
I'm gonna be there. Okay, so a few more questions. All right. So if you could have dinner with any three people, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
I heard if you can have dinner with any three people. What was the part after that?
Dead or alive, who would it be?
Wow. My grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
My Uncle Calvin.
Mm-hmm.
And my friend Corinda.
Okay.
And they're all dead.
Oh. And you choose those people because why?
Because I really miss them and I miss what they brought to my life, who they were, what they taught me. I live in my grandparents' house. I get to cook in her kitchen every day. I sleep in her room every night. And I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't the best child and grandchild growing up. I was stubborn. I had a nasty attitude. My auntie used to be like, oh, she loved me to death now. Girl, my attitude was funky.
Tell me about it.
And my uncle, he's only been dead like 2 years. He passed away about 2 years ago. Right. Actually, this is, let me tell you how fast stuff changed. Not 2 years ago, a year ago. Going into 2 years, how fast stuff changed. We buried him in March of last year. Had a full-fledged, flat-out church full of people. A couple of weeks later, one of my cousins passed. You couldn't even go into church for the funeral. That's just how close the pandemic was to his death. He died like right before everything got bad.
Gotcha.
And it would be them three because I can have dinner with anybody that's alive at any point in time.
Right.
So I'm gonna go with those three.
Okay. I like those three picks. I like those three. Those are very valuable people to you. I respect it.
Yep.
My grandma will probably tell you right now, I wish I could do it live with my grandma, but she's not the type of person that want to do that. She would tell you that I was the most rebellious of all of her grandchildren. Right?
I probably get the same.
The one. She was chasing me with a broom one time. I don't even know what I had did.
Wow. So was it like, let me ask you this, was it a situation where you you grew up with your grandmother?
Yes.
You know
my
how sometimes the mother had the child young and they still be in the house with the parent. Was that kind of situation?
No, it wasn't necessarily that type of situation. So, you know, I was raised in a country, a village by the greatest definition of village. We all live literally right on top of each other. So my parents live like right next door to my grandma. So my parents worked So when I would get home from school, my grandmother would be where I would go to. I would go watch, stuff with her. She would keep me if I had to stay home from school. She
Right.
literally is right now and has always been my rock. Like she was the person who I would go to for anything. And some of the greatest advice she's ever given me was men don't want nothing but one thing. And I have lived by that. Do you understand me?
She got a point.
I be like, well, Granny, what if I only want one thing? And she ain't like for me to say that.
She like, look, don't play.
Girl, go on, sit down somewhere now.
She like, look, don't play.
That was the type of person I was. Listen, and that's why I can relate to my daughter so much, because I know I challenge and I push the envelope on everybody. So she's doing the same.
And you got that kind of personality. Like when you describe your daughter, it seemed like she's open, like she's just kind of like a free spirit. You are a free spirit.
The freest. And she wants to talk about everything, child. I'm gonna have to do a live just with her because I know she's ready to ask me all this. All right, Shell, let's see. Last meal. What would be if you had to pick your last meal? What would it be? This is just because you're a cook, so I want to know what is your last meal?
Just give me anything with seafood.
Ooh, girl, you better say that because I'm a seafood
anything junkie. With seafood. I am a seafood and a hibachi girl.
Okay.
I love hibachi. I love seafood. I love sushi.
Okay.
I look like I love soul food. I eat soul food, but I'm a foodie, so I like other things. I'm just not limited to. I can get soul food anywhere, anytime, any place. So when I go out of town or wherever, I want something good and something different. Right. But if I had to choose, it's definitely gonna be seafood.
Yes, me too. We are kindred spirits. Whenever you do seafood, you need to text me.
What they be saying, you gonna turn into a crab leg?
I may or shrimp, one of the two. So who is your Mount Rushmore of chefs? If you have to choose four of your Mount Rushmore of chefs. So
girl, I thought you said something else.
Girl, what you thought I said? To text me. Who are the 4 best chefs to Shelly Shell?
The 4 best?
In the world. If you have to choose 4 chefs.
Now you know who I'm finna pick off top.
I don't, but I'm excited.
Gordon Ramsay.
Okay.
You better know Gordon Ramsay, ma'am.
I know crazy Gordon Ramsay to be hollering at the people. I love
him. You don't like him. He's too hard, huh?
No, that's me. That's my personality. Okay. I need that in my life. Like even when I do like boot camps and stuff, I need that person who is hollering at me to get myself together.
And the thing is, you got to know the difference in when somebody is doing it out of love and concern and when they're just being spiteful and hateful. Right. He just want to see you succeed and do better. Exactly. So that's why he is the way he would. Okay, so I'll go too far left. So do they have to be, they don't all have to be famous, do they?
No, not at all.
Okay, so Gordon Ramsay is my top. My second one, I don't know if you've ever heard of her, but her name is Danny Rose, Stovetop Kisses.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I've
been loving Danny, girl.
I love Danny too. I'm a fan of Kevin.
It's probably like 2016, 2017. Yes. Probably before that, but that's the date that I can remember right now. Gotcha. But I'm sure it's been longer. I be telling people the stuff that we come up with now. This girl, that woman been cooking that stuff.
Been doing it.
So that's 2. 3, I like Kimmy. Kimmy's Creation.
Okay. I know Kimmy.
Dog, can I give 4 top and then 4?
Yeah, we can do this.
I need a poster. I the little thing that I was on that I shared today on social media. Girl, it was so many chefs I voted for. I was like, dog, I can't just pick 1 or 2.
I understand.
I got them.
I understand.
So okay,
and I did vote for you.
Gordon Ramsay, Stovetop Kisses, Kimmy's Creation. She's on social media. And my 4th one is probably gonna be One Stop Chop.
Okay, One Stop Chop. I don't know.
Have you ever heard of him?
I ain't heard
he's on social media too. Now, if I had to bring it more local, it's gonna be Chef Tina. She used to be the chef at Ish. She's
Right.
with Godfrey's now. Chef
Mm-hmm.
Tina, Chef Phyllis Bratton,
Mm-hmm.
my friend Antonio Lockett,
Mm-hmm.
and the fourth person, whew, I love all y'all. Whoever listening, listen to me. I love all y'all.
We
And
do.
it's
We
hard for
love
me to
food.
choose, I promise you. So,
Mm-hmm.
okay, let me do one more. The fourth person is going to be Tina, Phyllis, Antonio. It's so many, Lord Jesus.
It is. I agree.
I'm gonna keep it local. Chef Lynn.
Chef Lynn. I like Lynn. I like
Lynn
Lynn.
Ramsey.
Uh-huh.
So
Well,
Lynn Ramsey.
Lynn moved to
So it's
Georgia
gonna
on us.
be Tina, Phyllis, Antonio, and Lynn.
Gotcha. Lynn moved away on us, but I
She
definitely have.
did. And
I
I just tried
definitely
her food
know
since
all of
I've
those
been
people.
down.
When you talk about foodie, I be looking for the foods. Okay, I be staying out here. I be on top of the foods. Where the foods at? So I be on the local
Listen,
people.
you know what to say.
Tell me something. If you own or if no, let me back that up. When you get your restaurant, what is it going to be? Shell's Kitchen? Is that what you're going to call it?
Can I really get transparent with you? I know we got like only a few minutes, but can I be transparent?
Let's go.
I did want a kitchen.
But now you
I
know.
don't I don't really want a kitchen now.
Okay.
A lot of people think it's because of stuff that other people go through dealing with. It ain't got nothing to do with it. I will say this. I think about that when it comes to that, but I see myself doing more than just cooking in a kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a what I'm going to do is inbox you some stuff just personally because I don't want to
Uh-huh.
put too much out there
Yeah, absolutely.
until it manifests itself.
Mm-hmm.
But would I like a building? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
To operate fully and completely out of like I desire to and
Uh-huh.
like I need to?
Uh-huh.
Yes. But I would also love to mentor and help other people that's trying to come up when it comes to cooking.
Gotcha.
Um I want to teach it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a lot. And this time off has given me time to reevaluate some things and to really think about where I really want to go in the direction that I'm headed.
Uh-huh.
People want me to have a restaurant, but a restaurant is not necessarily what I want.
And that's okay. That's okay.
I even want to get to the point to where I can help other restaurants write out their menus.
Right.
I love food art. I love food photography.
Mm-hmm.
It's just it's bigger than just cooking in a
It
restaurant.
is. It is bigger. It's way bigger. And I love the fact that you have this broad outlook on what you can do. Like that is amazing. And I'm so proud of you. And I'm so proud
Thank
of the
you.
ideology. And you're gonna get there. You're gonna be the best. And I'm gonna put something in here in a minute, but let's see. Tell me something. Where is your go-to place to get an outfit?
I'm a boutique girl.
Me
They're a
too.
little more pricey, but I think the pandemic kind of ruined me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so it's like now I'm to the place where I'm more of a boutique girl.
Gotcha.
But
You
if
want to
I
be
don't
typical.
know if I had to choose. Now I'm not gonna lie. I don't care about no brands and prices. I just
Neither
want
do
to
I.
look good when I go out.
Want to be
I'm
cute.
not bougie. I'm not this person that feel like it's gotta cost this much for me. It can be $1. If I like it, I'm gonna get it and I'm gonna
Tell me
wear it.
about it. I'm a dirt cheap queen. I be
So
digging in that
I
stuff.
like Shein. I like Lane Bryant.
Mhm.
I used to like Torrid, but I think Torrid kind of have like these. I don't care for Torrid now because to me their stuff is it's pricey, but it's not good quality.
Gotcha.
And me, I'm a quality girl. Like I want
Yes,
stuff that's gonna last.
exactly.
Um, well, you ain't asked me, girl. I keep trying to give you these lists.
It's
Come on, cause I'll
okay.
talk all night.
It's okay. It's okay. If there's one black boutique that you could shout out, who would it be?
One black boutique, if I could shout, one.
I mean, you can do more than one, but
Let
one.
me give this one to. I'm gonna give this one to Dominique Kendrick,
Dominique Kendrick. Y'all go check
and it's
Dominique
Sugar
Kendrick
and
out.
Spice Boutique.
Sugar and
That's
Spice.
sugar, a N, and spice.
Got it. Sugar and spice. We're gonna drop this in the
She's
comments
in
so you
Terry.
guys
She's awesome. Awesome.
drop it
Such
in
a
the comments
beautiful spirit.
so we can check these people out. All right, we got a few more, and then we're gonna wrap this up. Coolest place in Copiah County.
The coolest place.
Where y'all be hanging out at?
My house. Ain't nowhere in Crystal Springs. Oh, Lord. Let me tell you where it was back in the day. BP Chicken.
Okay.
You know where BP at?
Yes.
Where you get the chicken at on Highway 27. That used to be the hangout spot after the games, when people would be getting ready to go to the fair. That was the spot. Now I think it's probably the C-store, but I don't be hanging out at them places with them people. So
you too grown for that. Sure, we're gonna get us a place where you can operate and we're gonna do events. We're gonna do a lot. I got it in my head. So last random question of the night. What is the coolest place you've ever visited?
The coolest place I've ever visited?
Mm-hmm.
The coolest place. As in cold or as in cool, like
as in like hip, as in like dope. You know, we don't know what the new terminology is. As in,
the dopest place.
Uh-huh.
Just city and state.
It doesn't matter. However you want to present it to us. It could be food, it could be location, it could be relaxation.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that's what you was asking.
Well, I mean,
okay,
dopest, whatever you want. Mm-hmm.
Girl. The dopest place. Kalisha.
Okay, we listen. We can table that. You can later.
I'm finna. I don't know. Y'all gonna consider me a square?
I mean, it's okay.
Now I did my. Let me say this. I did my birthday at Ish one year, and I thought that was pretty dope.
You like Ish? Ish is cool.
I did. I had a really good time.
I like live music. I'm a big fan.
I do too. I love live music.
So I love it.
So yeah, let me say this. Before this pandemic, me and my friends, and they can vouch, we was gone somewhere about every weekend. I don't be nowhere now.
Right.
I ain't got no kind of social life now. I told my friend, because she texted me the other day to see was I going somewhere. I said, girl, look, when this leg get right, we finna hit them streets again. I'm ready now.
In them streets, girl. Don't let
Listen, I miss going. But then I started like really trying to focus on doing what I do every day.
Uh-huh.
And so that took a lot too. Amongst the pandemic. So
I got
but other than that, just the cool. I can't just Ish probably ain't cool to nobody else, but
it may be. Lots of my comrades go there. So like
them other places I ain't been to. I'm gonna try to go one day, I guess.
We're gonna get out, Cher. We're gonna get out and we're gonna plan this life of business. Okay. So before we close out, two things I want to let people know. Y'all go to Instagram right now. Go to Instagram and y'all vote for Shell's. I am Shell's Kitchen. Y'all vote for her. She has 2 categories in which she's nominated in: Best Female Editing and Food Reel and Female Breakthrough Chef. As an avid supporter of hers, I can tell you that her food is divine. Her videos are even more so divine. I'll be licking the phone.
I mean, like, I know they get tired of me, but hey.
No, girl, I'll be so excited. I get tired because you're so far away, but you're not that far away. I don't mind driving that 45 minutes.
I know. And one thing about you, you will drive. Like, you don't care nothing about
it. Food, girl, I would drive a country 2 hours for food, okay?
I be telling people, if it's something you want, you're going to go the distance. It's not going to matter.
And listen, I want to tell you something about that. Same with relationships, same with love. If it's something that somebody wants, if it's something they decide, they're going to go the extra mile for it. Believe that, okay?
That's it.
It has been such a pleasure, Cher. I want you to tell people out there where they can find you and what you got coming up.
So you can find me on Facebook at Shelly Shell or at Shell's Kitchen. I'm also on Instagram and TikTok at I am Shell's Kitchen. My email is shellskitchen@yahoo.com. As far as coming up, I'm trying to go into, of course, 2022 just tackling all of my goals, the stuff that I kind of been sitting down on, things that I wanted to do, recipe book, all of that, everything is in the
Please,
works,
please
literally.
give me a
But I
recipe book,
don't
girl.
like to be limited to just Shell's Kitchen because I'm
Mhm.
so much more.
You are
I'm so
indeed,
much more.
indeed. And
Yep.
I hope that people have seen that and people have been able to relate to that in this show. I did not want to talk about your cooking, but it's hard to not because you
I
are an
know. I
amazing
was like,
cook.
please, we ain't got to talk about
You
Shell's
are
Kitchen.
an amazing cook. So I want people to
I'm the
know
most
how to
humble
find
person
you.
you will ever meet. I'm very outspoken, yes.
Yes,
But when it
yes.
comes to my friends, especially one in particular, like every time I compliment you, you switch the compliment back on me. Like, can I just compliment you? No, I'm gonna
No.
compliment you back.
Exactly. We can go back and forth all night. Girl, your hair is cute. Your lipstick is popping. We can do these
Listen,
all night,
you doing
okay?
some amazing things. I see you, girl.
And that's what
Keep
positive and
shining.
that's what positive individuals are about. And that's why I like having those type of people in my corner because like I
That's
don't want
it.
no negative Nancy's, no Debbie Downers. I need people uplifting me and building me up. And I want to give that same energy to them because you can't pour from an empty cup.
That's
And
it.
tonight's word is no human in this world can stop you from being who you are going to be. Okay. Understand that, know that, believe that. I believe in you. You have greatness in your future. Thank you so
Can
much
I
for
say
being
something
here.
real quick?
Absolutely.
You and Jamie, listen to me. Y'all are a power couple. Take the title, own the title, and just do whatever you got to do to keep moving forward. When I say y'all are the new age power couple, I literally mean that. I'm
Thank
not just
you.
telling you that. I'm not telling you what you want to hear. I'm just being real and honest with you. So keep pouring, keep sowing, keep moving forward, keep tackling your goals, keep doing what you're doing. Because I promise you, we paying attention.
I appreciate it, Shell. And we are definitely paying
Yep.
attention to all you're doing. Love you so much. Thank
I
you
love
again
you
for
too.
being here. I will be chatting with you soon. You got some stuff to text me and don't think I'm not gonna
Oh, I'm
remind
about
you.
to do that right now.
You have a good night. I'm gonna
You
end
too,
the
sweetheart.
broadcast.
Bye.